The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.
Hey, everybody, it's the...
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. This is Shepard on the catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take it. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnover. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, he'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. It's hauled in by Shepard. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Haskins to throw it, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Haskins flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now it's Haskins escaping the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On second and very short, Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
On is the punt team now as this one sent away. So here nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
I got you.
On play action, Haskins, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
At first. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They begin with a run by Barkley. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the 44, Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And just like that, it's third down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Able to find Shaheen here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Haskins. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. From the 41, Haskins to Shepard, complete over the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 8 yards. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Well, Lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. From just shy of midfield, Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Looking to throw. Haskins. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. Haskins. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards and a giant 1st down. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he fires one incomplete. Gus Edwards, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off. Balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Haskins. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Haskins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Max 22, Max 22. I'm coming.
2nd and 6. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Max 22, Max 22.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will cut the lead. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Play action. Haskins. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the run, it's Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Looking to throw. Haskins, flush to his right. He'll run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, he can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
36. No.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. On 1st down, Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Haskins. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time. Matching. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
50, play. 6-man. Check her.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field. You're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gets this one to Juszczyk. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
60 Pittsburgh. You look at me. Go.
Now back to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
He's coming, double up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a very tight 1st half. We had to break in a 1. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. 55. Here we go, D. Hey, just hit it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
For that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. And an alley to run. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. He can run for it, and he will. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Look at me, zipper.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Stepping up, and it's a touchdown for the New York Giants. The quarterback run. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. It's hauled in by Shepard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. 2nd and 2. Catch made by Slayton. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
And two stop. Protein spill. Go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. This is Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
8, read. Check, watch 54, watch 54. And watch this back.
Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big one coming now for Aldrick Rosas. And the kick by Rosas is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Draw play. Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Clock rolling here. About to hit 30 seconds. Back to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
They'll run it with Elliott. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league
Hey, everybody, Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Check 50. Check it. Hey, one set.
2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 4. Flushed out right. That's complete to Slayton. That one a first down pickup of 8.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going right side, he finds Slayton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On 3rd down, Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 9 now. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Gus. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll drop the throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. On 2nd down, Barkley. They find some open field here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants... So we are in the 2nd quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a second touchdown. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Looking to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He pitches it, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Catch made by Slayton. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They get 7 there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag. Usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to... Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 89 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. The toss out to Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So the big play to... Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll run on first down. Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll go to Barkley again. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 26, check.
He can run for it, and he will. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for 26 and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Giants on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He may try and run for this. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On first down, Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Sliding it, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Their mobile, agile quarterback keeping. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got a trade. The Giants are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.